Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the 2014 NHL playoffs right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Yes, that's right. In addition to Joe Duffy's awesome handicapping in college basketball, NBA, NFL, and college football, he also does hockey. Joe, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you, Peter.
All right. Tell the folks a little bit about your history handicapping hockey. Give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com.
Now, I've been handicapping hockey publicly since 1988 and betting it for a few years before that, but 1988 on the score phones. You know, lately we've done mostly the postseason, but NHL hockey, it's not only arguably the most exciting sport to watch, but a lot of value, especially when it comes to isolating underdogs in the NHL playoffs.
For sure. I love betting the NHL playoffs. Detroit at Boston is a series that we're going to discuss right now. And this is, we'll see what you have to say here. Boston, of course, should be a big favorite. Right now, they're minus 280 to win the series at Pinnacle. Detroit on the other side is plus 248. And Boston, you know, we know how awesome they are. Basically a team with no weaknesses. They can do it all. They have a great goaltender. They can play a bruising, tough game. They can play a finesse, skill type game. The question is just, do they have value at minus 280? Because Detroit always in the playoffs, they're a very, very well-coached team. They always seem to be undervalued and overperform their expectations. So this is one of those series where I could easily see the Red Wings, you know, stealing 2, maybe even 3 games, taking Boston to the wire. But are they probably going to be able to win it, take 4 out of 7? Are the chances of that good enough to give them value at plus 248? What do you have to say, Joe?
Now, I would agree, but Detroit is certainly a dangerous underdog here. We've now seen it in every single solitary sport, college and pro, you know, even in the NCAA tournament where you have these teams that play in the play-in game and then they make their deep runs, where Detroit, they had to win some games towards the end. They were in danger of missing the playoffs, so they won, you know, you might say de facto playoff games to actually get in the playoffs. So they are hot. They have that interesting combination where they do have some veterans, but they got a lot of young, hungry players. And they have quite a few players that actually won the Calder Cup championship last year. Now, the Calder Cup, Stanley Cup, big difference in the level of play, but still they have a culture of winning together. And Detroit's really not the team that you'd want to play in the first round. No question, Boston should be the favorite, as you said. They have no weakness. They're very strong up the middle with Tuukka Rask, Zdeno Chara, Patrice Bergeron, arguably, you know, the best center right up center, and a defenseman and goaltender combination. Still, Detroit is a dangerous underdog. This could go 6 or 7 games.
Well, what about the fact that Detroit did win 3 out of 4 in regulation during the regular season against the Bruins? I mean, that you can't just ignore that, right?
No, I agree. And again, Pavel Datsyuk, he's one of these guys where one of the reasons why he's a highlight film is when the checking gets better and the defenses get tighter, he has the ability to make that spectacular play and score some big goals. So, yeah, as I said, Detroit is very dangerous here. I do think they could take this to the limit, but at the end of the day, it's tough to go against the more talented team, Boston, and a team that's done a lot of winning, both in the regular season and, of course, the postseason. So, but yeah, Detroit, very much a dangerous dog, and the fact that they've done well in the season series makes them even more dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what I'm going to be looking towards betting this whole series is, you know, the Red Wings, Jimmy Howard, in goal is, let's say, mediocre at best, right? And they also don't have a lot of depth on defense. I think I'm going to be looking to bet Boston team total overs maybe every game. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and Detroit's going to have to open it up. You're right. Even though that Howard has won a Stanley Cup, it's not because of his spectacular play by any means. So I do think that, yeah, Detroit's strategy is they're not going to be able to play conservative. They're not going to be able to win a tight physical series. They're going to have to probably open it up and have some of their big-time scorers where, you know, Franzen and Datsyuk and hope that they can really get a lot of scoring from their star players is the only way they're going to win it. So I do think that the over is probably going to be a good play in most of the games in this series.
All right. So, you know, to pin you down on a pick here, at the current odds, Boston minus 280, Detroit plus 248. Which would you go with if you had to make a bet?
I would say with the value there, with Detroit, like I said, a decent combination of some talented veterans and some young, hungry players who have at least won a championship at the minor league level, that Detroit would be the good value play here.
Really? So you think that at plus 248, Detroit would actually be the pick?
It would be a valuable look. If I'm writing a column for the CBC, simply picking the winner, I would go with Boston. But as far as from a value standpoint, Detroit is a very dangerous dog at getting 2.5 to 1.
All right. Thanks for your insights, Joe.